all of you in another energetic session in which we are going to cover all of the past tenses. So, without taking further time, let's get started. So, I would like to welcome all of you right here in past tenses. We have done with the present tenses the day before yesterday and today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have all of the parts of all of the past parts of speeches. In just a couple of seconds, just give me 5 seconds. Things in detail. Uh, the first thing is we're going to have tenses that we had just last time. We also had the same thing. Here we'll be covering all of the parts of speeches that less in past tenses, from basic to advanced. We'll be covering all of the concepts and tricks, and in 40 minutes, the past simple in English, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous with exercise and tests. Our main goal is to understand and keep all these things in mind just in 40 minutes. We don't have to take more times. Just I want you to subscribe and like this channel, like the video, and we'll be going for the topic. Without taking for the time, let's get started. Now, first I will tell you what is tenses. In the last video, we also I told you what is tenses, but still I need to tell you again what is tenses. So tenses are the rules that tell us about three different things. Actually, there are more things, but right here we are talking about three things that are uh, which work are going in what time, which work had been done, and how much done. Three things right here, okay? Which work are going and what time, and which work has been done, how much done, everything about what have been done so far, what was the action. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what tenses tells us about. It is very important, very important. If you get, you know, control over tenses, you will be able to get fluent in English grammar, in English literature, and all those things. For that reason, we are going to have it in detail. Okay, now we have what just happened. uh okay. Okay, I just have a request to all to you. Like yesterday, I had a conversation with YouTube, and it told me that 57% of your YouTube uh, viewers have subscribed your channel, and 42% are still watching without subscribing. So I request all of you to subscribe and watch after subscribing, because if you edit, it can help me reach more and more people. It will be better for me and for you as well. That is our goal, to reach more people in less time. Now we are going to cover four different parts of speeches. Like we have four past tenses for present and for future. The first thing is past indefinite, also known as past simple, then past continuous tense, known as past progressive tense, past perfect and past perfect continuous, past perfect progressive tense. Now believe in you, and you're halfway there. Believe that you can understand, you can get the concept of the tenses, and you're halfway there. We have covered the present tenses. If you didn't appear in that one, please check out in the channel, and go into the live session and take this take that lesson, and you will be able to cover all of those present tenses in detail with present with the practical life question answers and all those things. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with the present indefinite, also known as present simple tense. No, past, sorry for that, past simple tense. We have two different uses of past simple tense. Like we are going to use it to describe completed actions in the past. If something has been completed recently, or something like you don't want to mention the timing, you will be using the past simple. something has been done in past, like if you're talking about any kind of story, stories are always being completed or done in past, so you will be using past simple for this, because we are not mentioning the timing. Maybe it could happen 1000 years before, it could have happened 100 years before, something like that. That has no concerns with us. Now, often used with adverbs, just like we use it with adverb of time, such as yesterday, last week, or in another, or in 1999. Adverb of time. I told you about adverb of time, but we didn't record it yet. Uh, Now we have its affirmative for different things, like affirmative, that is positive, and negative, and um, interrogative, and double interrogative. Right here, we are talking about affirmative, which is the simple, perfect sentence, that is positive sentences. The construction of this one is subject plus main verb, second form of the main verb, and the object. Object is not that compulsory, but you can say subject plus main verb, second form of the main verb. Let's take some examples. It's so simple. She came without an object. She came. It's a complete sentence with full stop. So it is past simple. Use second form of the main verb. I met her. Again, meet and met. My father called her. Called her. Okay? Full stop. This is the positive sentence with full stop, giving positive meaning. And don't watch the clock. Do what is just keep going. Don't watch the clock. We are going to cover all these things in less time. Ladies and gentlemen, now come up with negative structure and interrogative structure. We're just adding some of the things right here. In negative, we're adding the negativity, means not right here. And to add not in tenses, we also require some kind of helping verb to support. So in negative, we have did for past tenses, past simple actually. Now we have did right here, and just after that we are adding not, and after that we have our main verb. Right here the difference is we are using the first form of the main verb, because did is actually in past. We are not using two past two past verbs, like did is also a helping verb, and this is the main verb, so we are not using two verbs in past. We're using only one right here. Okay. Now interrogative, in interrogative we have the helping verb in the beginning, and after that we have the subject, and then the first form of the verb, and then object. Then question mark is very important, don't forget it. Now let's take some examples of negative sentences structure. The first one is I do not tell a lie. I do not. This is not the actually. I do not tell a lie, full stop. This is a negative sentence. I didn't. She made a okay. There was some writing mistake. Sorry for that. She didn't tell a lie. Um, she didn't watch the movie. Okay, that's okay. She didn't watch the movie. Totally, it's a lie actually. She doesn't try. Yeah, she doesn't try hard. She didn't try hard. I'm not sure what just happened. She didn't try hard. There was some mistake. I'm sorry for that. Now let's gets up in interrogative structure in its examples. Did you watch the movie on YouTube? I didn't watch any movie on YouTube. Okay. Did he read the book? Maybe. Did you write that novel? Have you done something like in past, just recently? Then you will be using this one. Okay. For example, did he read the book? Did he read the book? Means he has, did he read in past, like right now, or a day before, 2 days before, 3 days before? Just we don't want to mention the timing, like it has been done in past. That's just what we want to know. That nothing more. Okay. Now let's get into double interrogative structures, in which we'll be talking about. We are adding WH question right here, and then the WH. After WH we have the helping verb did. We have the helping verb did. Did is also right here. Please edit. And then we have the main verb, first form of the object subject. For example, why did you call me? Why did you call me? And you can make all of these things double interrogators like we have, did you write that novel? Now add when did you write that novel? This is double interrogative. Now, did he read the book? Why did he read the book? Okay, this was simple. Now the main our focus is to practice, practice, and practice. That's why we are now right here to practice and find out what type of questions we should be facing if we have command or past simple. Now we have some questions right here. Try to solve it by yourself, and I will also be trying. Uh, don't think so. Okay, I have prepared for all these things. No, I didn't check any of the answer right. If I couldn't solve, that's pretty okay, not a problem at all. I will be giving answers in the description. If we couldn't do so, please check out the description for the answers. Don't worry about it. Not actually a big case. Okay. Question number one: which sentence is in the past simple? Hmm. Which sentence is in the past simple? I have. This is not. She's eating. No. He finished his homework last night. Okay. This will. It's in Now we have got the third one. Just because we got the hint in the uses, like it can be, most time it could be used with adverb of time, and last night is adverb of time. Okay, this is the first signal and first sign we have got right here. Next one is finished without any helping verb. Now if we are using the second form of the verb, we got that finished is actually the second form of the verb that is mainly used in past simple. Okay, we got it. These both of these signs tell us that it is the example of past simple tense. Now you have got it. Let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next one. Which verb form is used in the past simple tense? Which verb form? So simple, we are using the second form. Mainly we call it past participle. Present participle is maybe third, future, and then base form is actually the first form. Past participle means the second form. Okay, not a difficult question, so it was simple, but typical, but a little bit typical. What is the correct form of the verb to go in the past tense? It's a piece of cake, ladies and gentlemen. To go means go, went, gone. And we are concerned with the second form, that is went, so we're using when right here. Okay, and all the rest are not properly aligned. So which of the following is a regular verb in the past simple tense? Regular verb, acha. So regular verb and irregular verb, I forget the concept right here. Let's check. Break, broke, broken. So this is not regular. Eat, ate, eaten, not regular. Run, not regular. Watched, watched. So it is regular because it is mainly used with ed at the end of the sentence, at the end of the verb. We're using ed for the second and third. So I, in my opinion, it is regular verb. Please tell me in the comment section if we are going right. And what is your answer? What is your opinion? Make some joke over there as well, because the session is going too boring. I don't want to make it boring, but I don't have any kind of skill to make it more enjoyable for you. Just teach me. You can teach me, okay? Now last one is that in which of the following situation would you use the past simple tense? Yeah, we are being asked by its uses. Okay, talking about continuous action is not actually. Describe the action that had at a specific time in the past. Maybe I told you about it. Talking about an action that started in past and continue. No, this is also a wrong. Describe an action that will happen. No. Now we came to know that this is the actual uses. Like describe an action. Second one that happened at an unspecified time in the past. It happened in past and we don't know about the timing. Like we are not mentioning it happens when it happened. Just like that. So at that time we are using past simple. Just past simple. Okay, guys, now we have done with past simple. I hope you have liked the video. 7 of my brothers and sister are watching. Let me check if there is any kind of chat over there. Now screen is not clear. Please, you can get into the settings and you can increase the quality of the video just like 360 or 480, in which you will be able to watch the screen clearly, as clear as water, as clearly as water. So it will be clear for you. Okay, this is about your smartphone, not with, this is not problem with our video. So ladies and gentlemen, past continuous tense, like present is coming in my mouth again and again. Just I need to tell my vocal cords that don't remind me the present tenses. We have done with it. Okay, yeah, we have come to know that our sound and pic are too clear. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now keep going all those things, asking questions, and we will be enjoying. Just you can also make some jokes and all those things as well. Now we are here with past continuous tense. We have some kind of uses because it is important to know when and why we are using past continuous tense. Otherwise, how will be able to with the solution, like why we are using it. There is no reason to use tenses in our sentences. People could also say that. That's why we use past continuous tense to describe actions that were in progress. One, that were in progress at a specific time. This is the one point in the past, and often used to describe actions that were interrupted by another event. Sometime this is the another one. Now I will be telling you that were in progress, that were in progress in the past. Okay, like but actually what happened is that something was in progress in the past and recently it has been ended. This is the actual case. It has been ended, just like I will be giving example, but now right here, let's get into its affirmative. Affirmative. Okay, we have subject plus was were. Like the past simple has some exceptional cases that we are not using helping verb in its affirmative version, but right here in past continuous perfect and perfect continuous we have to use the helping verb in affirmative as well, and then the fourth form of the main verb and object less complement or something like that. Examples: I was studying and I was watching Kurulus Osman. This is a Turkish series we love the most, and I will be watching this series in coming days, ladies and gentlemen. Turkey was in disaster, like the earthquake explode, spoiled the Turkish environment and the Syria's environment. I request all of you to donate some kind of, donate at least some buck for them. Like it won't happen, it won't make any changes, but it will make changes in your mindset that we can also do something even though we don't have that much money. Just do something for them, okay? Or you can also post something for them in on Twitter or something like that. I just want to my students to do something like that for them. Okay, now my motivational line is: you're never too old to set another goal or to dream in a new dream. Like everybody could do this. I came to know that one person studied for at 40 years old and he completed his education at 60 and became one of the greatest philosophers in history. I'm not sure about the name of the person. Now, past continuous tense, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, it's negative and interrogative structures. Negative structure is the subject, voice verb, main verb, first form of the main verb, fourth form actually, there was some mistake. Okay, TK. Now we have fourth form and then the object. Let's take some example. I was not making mistake. They were not studying. Uh, they are not taking lectures on bed. Actually, they are taking with their note papers. If you're not with your note papers, just be careful because it will never help you. Was verb plus uh, ing form of the verb and then the object question mark. Every time when you're making interrogative version of any type of tenses, you will be bringing the helping verbs in the beginning of the sentences that will help you. Um, let's take some example. Were you watching TV? Were you taking the lecture properly? Were you the student who topped the whole institution? Who topped the whole institution, ladies and gentlemen? You are a student like that, and you will never give up because success is not final, failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue the success. Once you come to know that you are succeeding in your life, you will have another goal to achieve because you will never be succeeded once in life. It's a complete journey, it's a complete process, never ending process. Okay, now last but not least, double interrogative sentences in which we are using WH. After that, we're keeping the interrogative version right here, just like this. For example, were there uh, where were they going to library? When were they taking the lectures? When what were you doing? What were you doing? Yeah, makes sense. This is the line for you. Just have a look at it. Let's have some examples because practice makes a man perfect. Our main focus is not to know about its uses because most of us have at least have knowledge about it. So our main goal is to focus on these type of questions that will be asked and we have to be prepared for it. Let's check what type of questions they have prepared for us. Be ready with your dishes. We are going to have the breakfast. Now, first question is that which sentence is in the past continuous tense? In past, which sentence is in the past continuous tense? We have to check if it has any kind of ing verb, ing form of the verb, and next is, and if it past continuous, then we'll have was and were as a helping verb. Both of these things will be helping us to come to know that um, if it is uh, past continuous tense or not. Let's check. Let's check it. I had no. They will no. She was. Now we got the was right here. The first condition has been applied. Studying. Next condition also been applied. This is actually the answer that is following everything right here. If you check this one is also incorrect. So the third one is actually the correct answer. Now, which verb form is used in the past continuous tense? Just you need to tell me which verb form we are using right here, okay? So we are using the present participle, that is the fourth form of the verb, okay? I hope you're getting me. I hope you are also getting me. The future tense is not actually the correct answer. Past and actually is the second one, and base form with the is the first version of the verb. Let's have the third question, that is what is the correct form of the verb to be in the past continuous tense? To be is was and were. Was and were is the be form of the verb right here, okay? We have at least 8 be form of the verbs. In present we have is, am, are. In past we have was, were. In future we have will, shall, and we also have been. So here in past we have was and were. So the first is your answer. Ladies and gentlemen, question number 4. Which of the following is the correct sentence in the past continuous tense? Just tell me in the comment section which is the correct answer. I will be checking it. I will be checking it. Okay. Uh, they went to The beach yesterday, not a present continuous. I told you. I'm working. It's a present continuous, not a past. She was watching TV when I arrived. Yes, it's a continuous. In which of the following situations would you use the past continuous tense? I hope you're getting me right here, okay? When are we using the past continuous tense? If the action has been recently, like if the action has started in the past and has been recently complete, just like check out, talking about a completed action in past. This could be an answer like action has been completed in the past, but it should past. Describe an action that will happen in the future. So we have two different things, okay? Let's get into past perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Past perfect, um, continuous. Not actually, someone is calling me and that is, taking my attention away. Just forget about it. Now we have uses of past perfect actually, to describe an action that was completed before another action in the past. So we should have at least two actions right here in this one. Like an action has been completed before any other action in the past actually, and often used with time expressions such as before, after. So before and after is adverb of time again. So we have the affirmative version or examples. I had said that stuff. I had said that stuff. Like what make life interesting and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. This is one of the best quotation I've ever heard. Like challenges are what makes life interesting. If there isn't any challenge in your life will never be interesting. Like your life will be boring, useless, and all those things. Someone is calling me again and again. Just it is spoiling my session today. Okay, negative structure and interrogative structure. I told you we will be having the session at 7 a.m. just because there will be no interruption, there will be no distractions. But you didn't listen to me and you want the session at 8 p.m. because you couldn't be able to wake up. How to make a negative version? Just we are adding, uh, like someone forget to add the not after the helping verb. Okay, we have the interrogative structure, that is had will be at the first, and then the sentence goes like this: subject plus third form of the main verb and object with the question mark. Examples: I had not made any mistake. Had not made any mistake. Uh, had you watched that TV? Uh, I had not watched any TV. This is actually the actual thing. What is the difference between mm, present participle, present perfect, and past perfect? This is the present perfect. Okay, just I will be telling you the differences between present and past because both of these are being used completely uh, in a sense, present perfect and past perfect. You know, let's check out its uses, why we're using it. Present perfect when some any kind of action has started in the past and recently completed or still going, okay? The action has been done recently, like recently. But in case in past participle, we don't know about the duration. In the past, the action has been completed before any type of another action. So this is the difference. Like I was, if I say, if I say, uh, I have not, I have eaten, I have eaten the breakfast. I have had the breakfast, and I had eaten. So it has a difference, ladies and gentlemen. If you say I have eaten, it means that you have recently had your breakfast. But in case if you say I had eaten, it means that you have done it in past, way more past, like before any kind of other action. You have done something. This is the difference actually. I just needed to tell you. Now we are going to have the double interrogative sentences with which is just like the interrogative one. We are just adding WH right here, okay? And the helping verb goes like this question. So we have examples that are like why had they meet you alone? Why had they meet you alone? Why had they meet you alone? The examples like had they meet you alone with the question mark said that we have the we have the WH question right here and the helping verb, and then the sentence goes like this. This is the actually the affirmative one. They meet you alone with the full stop. Now if you want to add the helping verb had they meet you alone, now it became the interrogative. Now if you add why had they meet you alone, it is now a double interrogative sentence, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you got it. And let's boost our motivation as well. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Yes, belongs to only those. If you have a beautiful dream, you will be having its reality. Let's have some examples. Let's have some practice. Which sentence is in the past perfect tense? We have to check if we have the had as a helping verb and the third form of the verb. Let's check. Has. No, that is not actually correct. Now we have he had. Okay, this is actually correct. No, we are. This is not correct. Just we have fulfilled the condition had and left. Okay, the next one is which verb form is used in the past perfect? Which verb form? Third form. That is past participle. Now, let's get into the third question, which is the correct form of the verb to have. To have, to had. Had is the helping verb. But these are basic things that we mainly forget when we are going to any kind of like which helping verb we should use in past simple. Oh, I forget about the helping verb which is being used in past perfect. Can you tell me? Oh, this shouldn't be happen. That's why this question will be reminding you this is the correct form of the verb to use in past perfect tense, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 4. Which of the following is the correct sentence in the past perfect tense? Correct sentence again, had. Now we have the third one as the correct one because had and finished. Just this is the actual finding way, but if you get into the concept like he had finished his book before he went to bed. Before is again indicating that we mostly use adverb of like a past perfect tense with adverbs like before and after. Something has been happened before any kind of another action. We told you about in uses. Like okay, let's get into the last question. We have left which less we have very less time, so we'll be covering all those things in very sharp way, in a sharp way. In which of the following situation would you use the past perfect tense? Which of the situation? Okay, I told you about the situation, but let's check. Talking about action that started in past and continue into present. No, it is not continue. It has been done. Describe an action that interrupted another action in the past. This is not the action. This is continuous. Past continuous. Talking about an action that happened before another action in the past. Yes, this is correct. Describe an action that will happen in the no. Third one is correct. Like something has been done before any other action. Okay. This quotation is for you. You can check it. Now, last but not least, hopefully we are here at the end of the session. We are going to end the session, but just touching what is past perfect continuous or past progressive, past perfect progressive. Okay, now let's check about its uses, why we are using it in a sentence when we are going to describe an action that had happened, had been ongoing for a period of time before an action in the past. Like we are just adding the period of time right here. The only difference between past continuous and past perfect continuous is this one, and often used with the expressions such as for and since here. Okay, it will be continued for all of the versions of past perfect progressive, and the full form of the verb and the object since for and plus time, plus the action, timing. Okay. Now examples. I had been waiting for you for 10 minutes. We had been taking lecture for 40 minutes. I will be telling you the differences between for and since, but not right now. Uh, I think I should tell you right now. Okay, let's take this next example. They had been reading since morning. They had been reading since morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be telling you the differences between for and since when we are using for and when we are using since. We are using for with unspecified and indefinite period of time, and we're using since with specified and specific period of time. Just like if you're using for 40 minutes, for 10 minutes, then we are actually saying that we are not sure about the 10-minute when it happened. It's unspecified indefinite period of time. But if it says since, then it will become definite. It will be a specific period of time in past. Just like morning was specific, like this morning, it was specific. It could be the timing between 6, 7 to 8. Okay, so it's specific. And just like we have made so many differences when we are talking about preposition. When we were talking about preposition, I made all of the differences were there. Please check it in our on our YouTube channel. We have got all of the prepositions. Like all of the students have difficulty in for finding and using the correct use of correct preposition on any spot. Just check out that video and you will be able to do all those things. Just what makes sense is your practice level and your enthusiasm. Let's get into the negative and the negative structure, ladies and gentlemen. We have subject and head. Now here's the conception, like subject and head. After head is actually the helper right here, and not ill is being placed after head immediately, and then we'll be having been. I missed again been right here, sorry for that. You can actually edit been plus ing form of the verb, no ing form of the verb, and since for plus time. Please edit. Okay, examples. I had not been playing cricket for an hour. uh, they had not been taking lectures since morning. Yeah, you can make sentences by your own. At least make 10 sentences to keep it in your mind. Now in interrogative, we have had and subject. Just after had, we'll be adding subject. This is the key point to keep in your mind. After that, we'll be adding been. Then the fourth form of the verb, and since for plus time and the question mark. Examples. Had I been doing studies, good studies for months? Had I had I been preparing for my examinations since July? Yes, we are working too hard and success is not finding yet, but still, success is the sum of small efforts, okay, ladies and gentlemen. Repeatedly, like repeated day in a day out. Success is not something that will be achievable in just like we work 24 hours a day and we get success. Not like that. Success is the result of small efforts you're taking on daily basis, just like this one. We are having the past tenses. It's a small effort in comparison to all English literature, all English grammar. This is nothing, but it's a progress. We are still progressing, and still, if you are progressing, it means that you are not yet failed. You're on track. Let me check the timing. How I've covered 40 minutes. Oh, sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. Today, maybe this session could get a little bit longer, but don't worry because it is all about you. It's all about your benefits, not for me. Okay. Now, double interrogative sentences, and I go WH question and all of the helping verb right here, and just like the interrogative one. Okay. Had plus subject plus been plus four form of the verb, then object since plus time. Examples. Why had you been studying for? Object is not important. Okay, I'm missing the object for 10 hours. Why had you been studying for 10 hours? It's a big amount of time. Take some rest. Okay, let's have some examples. Which sentence is in the past perfect continuous? Makes sense, like had been is the helping verb for past perfect, and We have the ing form of the verb, and one more identifying thing is that for and since. Let's check if there is any kind of for and since. They have been playing basketball all morning. Okay. They had gone. No, no, no. Yes. No, like this is actually an identifying thing, but if we couldn't find it in a sentence, not actually a problem. First one is actually the correct one. Okay. If you have any question, please ask in the comment section. Which verb form is used in the past perfect continuous tense? Which verb form? The present participle means ing form of the verb. Fourth form of the verb. Okay, third question. Which is the correct form of the verb? To be means had been. Yes. Which of the following is correct sentence in the past perfect tense? Past perfect continuous tense. They had been. They had been. Just you can check it. We don't have that much time, so we'll be going fast. I won't take much time because I promise you to complete the concept in just 40 minutes. Okay. So, in which of the following situation would you use the past perfect tense? Perfect continuous tense, if any kind of action that started in the past and no, this is not correct. Talking about a complete action in the past. Describe an action that happened before another action in the past. Yes, but there should be any time, and there should be a time as well. Okay. First one is actually the correct one. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have kind of all of this summary of all these past tenses. Now we have past simple, and we're making it with subject and past verb, that is second form of the verb, and we use it to describe completed action in the past. For example, she walked to store yesterday. And in continuous, we'll be having subject plus was verb and the ing form of the verb, and we are using it to describe actions that were in progress at a specific point in the past. Specific point. Okay. I was studying when my friend called me. Past perfect, subject plus had plus past participle to describe an action that was completed before another action in past. Okay. Um, he had already eaten breakfast before we went for a run. Okay. Yes. Past perfect continuous, subject plus had been plus present participle plus since for plus time to describe an action that had been ongoing for a period of time before another action has been passed in the action. Okay. They had been waiting for the bus for an hour before it finally arrived. Yes. Now we have completed with its summary. Now we came to know that all of the uses again recalled. Now it's time to get into the grand test. Ladies and gentlemen, the grand test. Let's check your knowledge. Let's check your practice and consistency. Let's check it. Let's have a look. First question. Dash you dash to the beach last weekend? It's a bit typical question type. Typical dash. Did you did you went to the did you go to the beach last weekend? Yes. Did you go? I don't have the space, just like you can use it. No, I did at home all weekend. I stood I stood at home all weekend. No, I settled something like that. It's up to you. Just use any kind of any verb with its second form that could be suitable to use right here. Okay. Third one. What days you days when the earthquake happened? What days you days when the earthquake, like it is talking about an action that has been interrupted by another action. You were doing something and something happened, so it should be in past continuous. Past continuous. So, what were you doing? What were you doing when the earthquake? Oh, doing actually. What were you doing when the earthquake happened? Okay. I was. I was. We also need a main verb, which should be the first, fourth form of the verb. I was studying a book. I was reading a book in my room. Reading. It's a typical like different question. Like we also have to add the menu up actually right here, so we will be having fun. By the time I arrived at the restaurant, my friend has had already arrived. Had already arrived. It's in past perfect. They had for about 10 minutes before I got there. They reached. They were there before I arrived. There 10 minutes. How long had you been, for exam, before you took it? Past perfect continuous. Uh, I had been for 2 weeks straight. It is answering the question. I had been for 2 weeks straight. Oh, I've been taking a lot. Like I get some kind of mm, exhausted. I'm also exhausted, but still, we are going, ladies and gentlemen. The nine question is that the movie, uh, days were by the time we got to the theater. Theater, the movie ended. Like got over by the time we got to the theater. Yes, password actually. We dashed our ticket. I dashed the test twice, but I still couldn't pass it. We bought, bought, like buy, bought. I appeared in the test twice, but I still couldn't pass it. Appeared. Now we will have the rest of the questions. Come on, don't. They are going. They want to go to have. Just give us time, okay? We'll be covering it in very less time. The police arrived. The thieves staged everything they could before running away. The thief stole. The thief. Now it is in continuous maybe. So the thieves have stolen. Had stolen everything. They just let me write it there. Had has was stealing. Was stealing actually. The police arrived. The thieves was stealing. What should be the answer, students? In my opinion, it should be had stolen. Just check it and make you sure you're using the correct answer. Hmm, they dish a lot of from valuables from the house. They dish a lot of valuables from the house. What should be the answer? They was they were having a lot of valuables from the house. Maybe dish the dish basketball when the storm started. When the storm started, uh, we played. We had played. We were playing basketball when the storm started. An interruption has been noticed. We dashed to the gym to wear it out. We went to the gym to wear it out. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now these 4 or 5 questions is for you. Just check your knowledge. I just want to keep it, send it to you. Make sure to answer all these questions in the comment section. If you couldn't solve, just tell me. I will be solving it for you. So I won't take much time. Like we have taken already 15 minutes. So I want to say thank you so much, all of you. Thank you for being. Thank you for taking the lectures. It is all for you, not for me, actually. I want to benefit all of you as much as I could, and this is my goal to reach in more and more people in very less time. And you could make it possible for me. I can do it by myself. I can do it. I can do it. I could say. So what could you do to make our reach to more people? You can subscribe first. That is actually important. YouTube will consider our channel, uh, you know helpful for the student, it will be sharing with more students. And like the video, because YouTube will be considering that if students are liking the video, it must have some kind of valuable contents. So in this way they are also you know sending this video to more students. But the actual thing is that you stop YouTube, we can also share this video with our friends, with our members that we are known to on social media applications just like Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and all those things. So just not more than that. If we could get at least 20 likes on this video, 20 likes on this video, my aim is too much, I would say 15 likes. 15 likes on this video, then we will be making the future version of the test, future version of past, actually the tenses. And after that we'll be covering all of the tenses, like we have done with the present. You can check it in the YouTube channel. And we have done with the past, and we'll be future as well. So this is all I could say. Thank you. Say just make sense, just make progress, and never stop. Just like be consistent. Doesn't matter how small you are doing, just keep doing, because it is compound effect. uh I will be telling you about it because in any of my motivational video. But right now I would like to say thank you, and I would like to say thank you so much and goodbye, because I have to go and have my breakfast. I'm feeling I'm starving actually. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Allah Hafiz.